We all know celebrities get asked a lot of weird questions, but sometimes those interviewers just take it way too far.
And I'm shutting your butt down.
And that's entirely...
These are the moments when celebrities had zero tolerance for the nonsense. Starting things off is Jordan Belfort, the real-life inspiration behind the movie The Wolf of Wall Street. This interview was supposed to be straightforward, but almost immediately, things took a turn.
I've said enough about this. Let's move on.
Let me ask you this one thing.
Let's move on, okay? Honestly, I'm ready. I'm not going to get attacked here. You're here, so I'm done with this. Next.
The interviewer kept circling back to his criminal past, even after Belfort politely asked to skip the topic.
You're a very nice woman, but you're starting to get to the point. It's obviously just the hatchet shop here, so I'm kind of pretty much ready to move on.
There's nothing hatchet about it.
Well, to me, there is.
Well, the last thing is that apparently you have an oral contract with your management, the Fordham Company. Is that an attempt to hide your income?
At that moment, it was clear. The interview had gone too far. He just got up mid-interview and walked right out.
You got a lot of nerve, boy, I'll tell you. Honestly, really. Honestly.
Why
really,
can't I
that is
ask
just
these
honestly,
questions?
and I was told this is a friendly, nice interview, and no one has ever treated me as disrespectfully as you have. Really.
Surprisingly, though, a few minutes later, they managed to convince him to return and finish the conversation. However, during this pre-scheduled interview with Mike Tyson, things were already heading in the wrong direction, right from the start.
You take into the ring a lot of rage. Does that work for you, or does it work against you at times?
Huh? Who cares? We're in a fight anyway. What does it matter?
Well, for example, rage against Evander Holyfield worked against you.
Well, it. It's a fight, so whatever happens, happens.
It was obvious. The host wasn't thinking things through, asking Mike Tyson why he rages so much, as if he didn't know exactly who he was talking to.
Mike, why do you have to talk like that?
Well, I'm talking to you the way I want to talk to you. Do you have a problem? Turn off your station.
You know what? I think we'll end the discussion right now.
Then we could.
You got it. Have a nice fight, Mike.
Off.
I don't know what kind of courage it takes to speak to Mike like that, but somehow this host walked away from it unharmed. There's a fine line between asking a clever question and just being straight up inappropriate. During the 2012 Avengers movie press tour, one interviewer went straight past that line.
Now, were you able to wear undergarments?
You're the fifth person that's asking
Well, no,
that to me.
because
What is going on? Since when did people start asking each other in interviews about their underwear?
No, because it is such a skin tight. Here's
I'll
why.
leave it up to your imagination.
Oh, see?
Okay?
Is that...
Whatever you feel like I should be wearing or not wearing under that costume.
Instead of turning the interview into some dramatic call-out, Scarlett handled it like a total professional.
Is it inappropriate?
To ask somebody what kind of underpants they wear?
I didn't ask you what kind.
You just asked me if I was wearing any.
Right after that moment, you can literally hear him fall apart. The stutter in his voice made it painfully obvious. He knew he messed up.
You asked Joss what kind of underwear he wears?
No.
What kind of interview is this?
But just when you thought the interviewer career was hanging by a thread, he came back. And this time with Anne Hathaway, aka Catwoman in The Dark Knight Rises.
You are in phenomenal shape.
Thank you.
You're very
gracious.
You're always in great shape, but you had to make sure you were in perfect shape for this one, didn't you? What was that suit like? It had to be comfortable to wear, but it looked like it was so form-fitting, was it?
Right out of the gate, he hits Anne with a question about her fitness routine and how she managed to squeeze into that tight leather suit. Like that's the most important thing you could possibly ask a global superstar.
I mean, it's not a pair of sweatpants. I wouldn't describe it as that kind of comfortable, but it was fine. I think Christian had it worse in the bat suit.
Any particular workout?
Are you trying to lose weight?
Well,
what's the deal, man? You look great.
No.
No, seriously. We have to talk about this. What do you want? Are you trying to fit into a cat suit?
This next clip is a masterclass in how to fumble an interview before it even starts.
It's funny, I actually was just text messaging with a friend because I'm missing class right now.
You are?
And my film class. And it's so funny because they're watching American Beauty today and analyzing it.
American Beauty?
Mm-hmm.
What's funny about that?
You were in that.
No, I wasn't.
American Beauty?
Nope.
Yup, she thought John Cusack was in American Beauty, the Oscar-winning film starring Kevin Spacey as a depressed suburban dad fantasizing in rose petals. And John Cusack? He had absolutely nothing to do with that movie.
What's the one with the rose petals?
I'm not in that.
That's not you?
No.
Really?
No.
Really?
Swear to God.
Am I just very confused?
I think you are.
Most celebs would have ended it right there. They don't play when you mess up their credits on camera. But thanks to John for keeping it cool, the interview actually kept going.
If somebody's gonna try to blackmail me with advertising, blackmail me with money, go f yourself. Go f yourself.
Elon Musk isn't exactly famous for playing it nice when interviewers start tossing accusations his way. So yeah, if you're gonna sit across from him trying to educate him on how to run his own platform, you better come well prepared.
I mean, you use Twitter.
Right.
Do you see a rise in hate speech?
I mean,
But just a personal anecdote, like what do you? I don't.
Personally, for you, I would see I get more of that kind of content, yeah, personally. But I'm not going to talk to the rest of, for the rest of Twitter.
So you see more hate speech personally?
I would say I would see more hateful content in that.
But just wait, because in about 5 seconds, you're gonna watch him take the biggest L of the entire interview.
Well, you've asked me whether my feed, whether it's got less or more. I'd say it's got slightly more.
That's why I'm asking for examples. Can you name one example?
I honestly don't use. Honestly, I don't.
You can't name a single example.
I'll tell you why, because I don't actually use that for you feed anymore, because I just don't particularly like it.
But you said
actually, a lot of people are quite similar. I only look at
hang on a second. You said you've seen more hateful content, but you can't name a single example, not even one.
I'm not sure I've used that feed for the last 3 or 4 weeks, and
Well, then how did you see the hateful content?
He claimed to have personally noticed a rise in hateful content on Twitter. But when Elon asked him to name just one example, he's got nothing.
I'm asking for one example.
Right.
And you can't give a single one.
And I'm saying...
Then I say, sir, that you don't know what you're talking about.
Really?
Yes, because you can't give me a single example of hateful content, not even one tweet. And yet you claimed that the hateful content was high.
Well...
That's false.
No, what I claimed...
You just lied.
During this 2005 interview, things got so awkward that Tom Cruise personally blacklisted the entire crew and journalists linked to this interview from ever attending his movie red carpets.
Was Nicole the love of your life?
What do you mean, Peter?
And do you have a relationship where you talk, it's a parenting relationship, and talk professionally about each other's work?
Listen, here's the thing, Peter. Yeah. You're stepping over a line now. You're stepping over a line. You know you are.
Well, I suppose they're questions that people want to know.
Peter, you want to know.
This has to be one of the most humiliating on-camera shutdowns a reporter's ever brought on themselves. And honestly, it's kind of satisfying.
Take responsibility for what you want to know. Don't say what other people. This is a conversation that I'm having with you right now.
You're right.
Okay, so I'm just telling you right now, okay? Just put your manners back in.
Do you think I was out of line?
Yes, absolutely.
Well, I apologize for that sincerely.
If there's one celebrity who doesn't play around with the media, it's Denzel Washington. This man is respected not just for his acting, but for the way he carries himself in every interview.
That was a question. Who you wound up supporting in the election, presidential election?
None of your business.
None of my business?
None of your business.
Well, I'm only asking because the story was online, but that's okay.
To some people, Denzel might come off a little blunt in interviews like this, but honestly, that's just who he is.
Right now, under President Obama, over the last 8 years, in your mind, have race relations improved under his leadership?
Race relationships have to do with race relationships. You're white or whatever you are, I'm black or whatever I am. We're standing here talking now. That's how we get things done. You can't legislate love.
The reporter here had absolutely no clue how to recover from that response. But as awkward as that was, it doesn't even come close to what happens in this next interview.
What's Joe Rogan's dream?
What's Joe Rogan's dream?
Joe Rogan, Dana White. What's Dana White's dream?
Did you just think I was Joe Rogan?
I totally did.
She just called me fucking Joe Rogan.
Calling Dana White the face of the UFC, Joe Rogan, and straight to his face? That's not just awkward, that's a full-blown identity crisis.
You thought I was fucking Joe Rogan?
Yeah, I thought you were Joe Rogan.
I was bald before Joe was ever bald. Okay?
I know.
Just did a 2-hour fucking podcast. I flew here from Vegas, and she thought she was interviewing Joe Rogan.
Jesus.
Let's be real. If it had been anyone other than Sage Steele, Dana might have gone off. This is a guy who runs one of the most dominant sports organizations in the world, and getting him mistaken for someone else? Most people in his position wouldn't just laugh that off.
Black History Month you find
ridiculous.
Why?
You're going to relegate my history to a month? Oh, come on. What do you do with yours? Which month is White History Month? Well, come on, tell me.
Well,
And the way he bamboozles this reporter over a question about Black History Month, it's honestly masterful.
I'm Jewish.
Okay, which month is Jewish History Month?
There isn't one.
Oh, why not?
Yeah.
Do you want one?
No.
All right, I don't either. I don't want a Black History Month. Black history is American history.
How are we going to get rid of racism?
Stop talking about it. I'm going to stop calling you a white man.
Yeah.
And I'm going to ask you to stop calling me a black man.
And that's it for today. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like. Maybe even hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And I'll catch you in the next one.